The product of the force on an object and the distance to which the object is moved is the definition for work. Nick is able to move the ball through work. Work is measured in joules. Velocity is speed together with the direction of motion. Notice how the Pinewood Derby car demonstrates velocity. Collisions. The collision of the objects clearly shows the conservation of momentum. Whenever objects collide in the absence of external forces, the net momentum of both objects before the collision equals the net momentum of both objects after the collision. There are two basic types of collisions: inelastic collisions and elastic collisions. When objects collide without being permanently deformed and without generating heat, the collision is said to be an elastic collision. An example of this is the two Pinewood Derby cars colliding and then separating after they collide.
Motion under the influence of the gravitational force and only the gravitational force is called free fall. Things in free fall at 9.8 meters per second, neglecting air resistance. The medicine ball that Nick is holding is about to undergo a free fall. Free fall. Inertia is the reluctance of any body to change its state of motion. Mass is the measure of inertia. Watch as John Paul pulls the paper out from under the fish food, and the fish food will stay where it is. Inertia. Friction is the force that acts to resist the relative motion or attempted motion of objects or materials that are in contact. Watch as John Paul drops a paper, and the air resistance acts as friction.
Potential energy. Energy of position, usually related to the relative position of two things, such as a stone in earth or an electron in a nucleus. The ball has potential energy at the top of the ramp. As the ball is released, its potential energy decreases and kinetic energy increases. Kinetic energy is the transfer of motion equal to half the mass multiplied by the speed squared. At the bottom of the ramp, the ball has zero potential energy.
Acceleration is a change in velocity or direction, and is also measured in meters per second. Watch how John Paul's car shows an example of acceleration.
Projectile. Any object that moves through the air or through space acted on by only gravity. As Nick throws the ball, gravity pulls the ball downward. This is an example of projectile motion.